Welcome everybody to episode 36 of This Week in K-Pop. In this episode, we talk about M.I.B, Tasty, Apink and B.A.P, Crayon Pop, Pro C, Dickpunks, and T-ara. My name is Steven, and I'm happy I said T-ara right. And with me is my co-host, Josh.
Oh, I'm not brand new anymore.
You ain't brand new, but you did age 50 years.
Oh.
What happened, man?
F you in the butt a little bit.
What happened, bro?
I dyed my hair silver.
Dyed his hair silver?
Dyed my hair silver.
I think it was pretty good. So if you are on the audio version, check out our YouTube channel, because you can want to see this.
It's silver.
It's silver. Like a fox. Or like Troublemaker, right? That was kind of where you got
that was trying to go for. But
where you got your inspiration.
I couldn't put enough blue or purple into it because it's going to look too flashy for school.
I know all the people already they're so distracted by his good looks. But anyways, This Week in K-Pop is a discussion podcast that covers the week's K-pop news and music video releases. And each week, Josh and I will alternate on deciding the best song of the week. And this week, Steven,
that's you.
Which is me.
That's you.
Has the pick. Now, this is the first kind of week of December, and December is always kind of known to be the month where not that much stuff happens.
A lot of Christmas songs get released in December, and they kind of put out carols or things like that. Not a big fan of that, but you get a lot. You get a lot of
those, and usually a lot of times people are preparing kind of for January of the next year to come back, so it's usually not much stuff, and this is kind of a light week.
Yeah. Either that or they're on tour. A lot of people are on tour.
Or they have end-of-the-year concerts.
Or end-of-the-year concerts, or they're preparing for some concert at the beginning of the year. You know, there's always something around this time.
Or they just want to spend time with their family, because Korean K-pop stars get breaks, right?
Yeah, no.
But anyways, let's talk about the song that I thought was the best of the week, and that is by a relatively unknown group, I think. I think this song only has like 30,000 views on the YouTubes. But I know they've been doing a lot better recently.
That's true. I mean, you and I have known them before we picked this song, but they're not very popular, I guess, either in Korea or in the international community. They're definitely not well known.
Yeah, and that is M.I.B with their song, Worry About Yourself First. Now, this song features Bomi from Apink, and M.I.B is a kind of hip-hop rap trio, I think is a trio?
I think it's a trio. Either a trio or there's 4 people.
Maybe I'm thinking just M.I.B is 3 letters and it's 3 people. But either way, they're a hip-hop focused group. Yeah. And so when you get hip-hop and you got a girl singing, if you've been a listener, you know that I like that shit and I like this shit.
And surprise, surprise, it sounds like Brave Sound, which we know is Steven's probably most favorite. Most favorite? Does that even make any sense?
It's my favorite.
It's your favorite producer. He is your favorite producer.
And there are some songs I don't really like. No, we don't know if this is Brave Sound. We did try to look it up to see if it was Brave Sound, because it could be. He didn't say with Brave Sound like he normally does.
With Brave Sound.
But, the music video is kind of generic. It's just kind of close-up shots of the guys, close-up shots of, not Bomi, but like an actress that's like her stand-in.
She is actually the same girl, I think, from the K-Will video, You Don't Know Love, or You Don't Know About Love. She is actually a actress, model, figure skater, surprisingly. Yeah, I looked it up last time because I felt a little bit frustrated. I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
But she is a figure skater / actress / model. So,
As you do when you're figure skating, you get that. No, she is really pretty, but besides that, I just really like the song. I think M.I.B, the rappers had a good rap. Like, the last couple of weeks, we've been talking a lot about hip-hop, right? Like, rappers like Sunny and people like that. And I think M.I.B actually does pretty good, comparably. Not as good as, I don't know,
some of the other songs we talked about like last week. But this was definitely, I think, the best song this week as well. I think it would have been my choice, either this song or I had another song in mind, but this song was definitely one of the 2 that I would choose from.
Yeah, and it's got a chorus in English, which is what I especially like, just because I don't know Korean. So I really like rap songs. Like, the more hardcore-y ones don't have a chorus in English, and so I can't sing along and be happy. But I really like this song, and I swear I've heard it in an English song or something very similar to it, that's making me latch onto it. But I really like it.
I really like this song too. It sounds like Brave Brothers kind of produced track, and I'm also a fan. I mean, I don't want to give you a lot of flack for that. A lot of
Yeah, you don't just give me flack.
I don't
want to do that.
I don't want to tease you too much, but I also like Brave Brothers, Brave Sound.
Wait, you listen to Kpop at your age?
Yeah. Man. You wish you would look as good as me.
I'm gonna look horrible.
You wish.
I'm gonna look so bad. That Asian curve is just gonna punch me in the butt.
If it hasn't punched you in the butt already.
That's true.
But anyways,
you've punched me in the butt plenty of times.
But anyways,
that was not a gay reference.
It's definitely not. I literally punched him in the butt.
Yeah.
But this song is great. Go listen to it if you haven't already.
Yeah, it doesn't have many views, but if you're a fan of maybe like Electro Boys from last week, or Sunny maybe, or some of the other hip hop groups that we've been talking about, like
just Korean hip hop in general, go ahead. Go ahead to it. It has a little bit of an R&B feel to it, so even if you like R&B, go check it out as well. The Korean name is Nobuto Jare. Nobuto Jare.
I trust it. So let's talk about the second one.
So second song is Tasty's Day and Night. Now, this song sounds very, for lack of a better word, retro. It sounds maybe a song that came out in the 80s or in the 90s. Like,
yeah, you were in your, what, like 40s?
DeVoe. Yeah, I was relatively young at that time. How many times are you going to make this joke?
I want to see.
But it sounds very, very New Kids on the Block, Bill DeVoe. That song, Poison. Me so hard.
We had both just recently watched Replay 1997, and at first I was like, "What? This sounds exactly like some of the music that was used during that time, like H.O.T. and
Sekis." Yeah.
And I was like, "Where am I right now?" But Tasty is a two-member, I guess. They're twins, and I guess they sing and dance and rap and overall tastiness. I've heard some of their songs before, and I didn't really like them.
I'm not a huge Tasty fan as well. Their songs are kind of they don't really stand out to me. Either they're not my style, or they just don't have that something that I'm latching onto, or that's something that kind of makes you want to listen to a song one more time or a few more times. So, but I actually like this song. It feels kind of retro-y, and maybe that's why I like it, because that is kind of gimmicky, and I mean, go listen to it, see for yourself. But what do you think about it, Steven?
I didn't think it was bad. I read some comments where like, "Damn, they need to work on their voices," and I don't think their voices are that bad. It's just not my thing. Even like
not your Jimmy Jam,
not my Jam. Like I can't. It's like when I hear like that stuff from like the Replay 1997, I'm just like, I don't. What was this like? Did people like this stuff back then? It's just not.
Oh, come on. H.O.T. was nice. Like Candy and stuff.
I know you know that song and the dance. I've seen you at Notre Dame. But I just look at that and I'm like, no. So I really don't like the song. I didn't think their dance was particularly anything. They do a lot of
definitely old school
like leg movements, spin moves kind of deals.
It was definitely a flashback of when I was young.
When you were still like.
When I was in my mid-30s.
Yeah, when you after your first divorce.
All right, we got it.
You got back from the war.
I got it.
Yo, you started it that time, wasn't it? But anyways, the MV is this kind of like drama story. It was shot in Hong Kong, and it's about like I think it's about this one girl that both brothers used to love that just came back randomly and kind of inserts herself back into their lives, and it kind of turns out that she like found their not very hidden stash of money, and I guess told some gangsters about it. And at the end, you kind of see her like she's sad, of course, because I think she's grown to re-love the brothers, but she I guess made a promise to the gangsters, and they beat the shit out of the other dudes, and I guess will steal all their money
or kill them, or maybe that's where they're hiding their money to pay back these mobsters. Who knows? The story wasn't too clear, but you can kind of make your own story from it. So
like I've seen better drama things and I've seen worse drama things. So at least it was a real drama. There weren't weird things of them dancing that kind of threw everything off.
There were a few of those scenes, though.
You're totally right. I totally just...
I
just talked about their weird dancing.
The weird retro 80s, 90s dancing.
So never mind on that. It was not a very good MV. I lied.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't just...
And I know they're twins, and it's kind of, and they even did their hair differently, so you can
I
tell
still
them
couldn't
differently.
tell them
But like,
apart.
I couldn't tell. Like, I kept thinking she favored one of the dudes.
I couldn't remember
I
which one it
couldn't
was.
tell which one it was, or if it was the same dude.
I think one dude had pink hair, and the other dude had like normal kind of hair.
I thought one dude had like wavier hair, and one dude had like straighter.
I don't know. It was. This is one of the times where K-pop machine has betrayed us, and we just can't tell the members apart, even though there's only two of them.
But they are twins.
They are
it's
twins.
Not because we're
cut us some slack. They are twins.
Yeah, they are twins. All right, well, that's tasty. Check him out if you haven't already. I didn't really like it, but old dude, Mr. Old.
It brought me back to my mid-30s.
When shit used to work right.
Anyways, next song.
I'm talking about penis. All right, the next song is by Apink and B.A.P. with their collaboration, Mini.
Now, this is a song for a commercial, right? This is, I think,
they're the spokesman for
school uniforms, right?
Skooks. I don't remember the name of it.
It's some school uniform company, I think.
Yeah, I think the school uniform company.
Yeah, and it is obviously a very kind of cutesy song.
It's definitely more Apink style
rather than B.A.P style. It's definitely not B.A.P style. I think they said, we want Apink, and we're going to make this cute song for Apink. Let's think of a boy band to group them together. What boy band has roughly the same amount of numbers as Apink? Oh, I know that young group. What's their name again? B.A.P. That's right. Let's put B.A.P in there. Even though their genre of music has nothing to do with Apink and cutesiness.
Yeah.
The old school SNSD, Finkel style, K-pop right there. B.A.P definitely is sore thumb. And they actually have a rapping part in this song, too. A rapping part.
Yeah, of course, Bang and Zello have to do the rap because that's all they can do. I mean, they're really good at it. Actually, I usually really like...
They're pretty good rappers, yeah.
Is it Bang? It's like Banggook or Bang...
Bang. Bang.
Bang Bang. Jim Bang Bang. Well, either way, I usually really like him.
We have a friend whose name is Mina, and she's a really big B.A.P fan. She's a really big baby. And...
if you're watching...
if she knew that
we
were murdering... I think this is her favorite member, too. If she knew that we were murdering her favorite member's name, she would murder us.
If I lift this window cover right here next to me,
she might be outside
probably
like, why are you talking about my opus that way?
Yeah. But anyways, so, I mean, the rap part kind of filled out of place. But in general, actually, I really kind of enjoy this song. I really, really did.
It's a fun, cutesy song.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not going to be something of lasting kind of, oh, man, this song. But it's like, la, 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 like a fun song,
Yeah, it's a fun song. Apink, I'm really growing to like them more and more. And of course, as we said earlier, we did watch Reply. He watched it twice.
That's my second time watching it.
Eunji, I mean,
Jungji.
So cute. But I've started noticing some of the other girls too, so that's good. I'm looking forward to getting to know Apink more. Yeah. But commercial songs. At first, that sounds kind of weird to be like, oh, this is a song for a commercial. But Korea has a big past and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there are some songs that are released with commercials are very good songs.
Yeah.
I, for one, really, really like this one song that obviously SNSD put out, Girls' Generation, called Chocolate Love. I really like that song.
Oh, it's for a phone, right?
It was for the chocolate,
yeah.
And that was a really good song. And I think we were talking about... what?
Yeah, Hyori used to be the Samsung any call kind of deal, and she had a really good one. And then Samsung also had one called Any Band with like Bo in it and like 3 other people.
Yeah,
Tableau was in it, I think.
Tableau, I think, was in it too.
One of the dudes from DBSK and a piano player or something.
TVXQ.
But I actually really like that too. So Korea has this big like. Just because it's a commercial doesn't mean they're gonna,
it's gonna be shit. Yeah, it's not like a jingle; it's an actual song. So I liked it as well. It's really cutesy and fun. So.
Yeah, and really there weren't that many releases this week, so we gotta talk about it.
There were a few. We weeded them out, and this actually was one of the top ones of this week too.
Actually, I like this song more than some of the other songs we're talking about.
Yeah, very true.
All right, let's talk about the fourth music video.
So our fourth music video is Crayon Pop's Lonely Christmas. And now Crayon Pop is back with a song, and they still have their helmets, and it's obviously a Christmas song.
But not really a Christmas song. They say Christmas in it, and like the MV's got some Christmas in it, but I don't associate it really with Christmas.
It's like Christmas just was thrown up all over that set, but it's not really kind of, yeah.
But it's not like a Christmas jingle background, or not background, what is it? Backtrack?
Yeah, like a kind of, like a literally soft piano, like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Like there were other Christmas song releases that are just, it sounds like a Christmas song. Like, you're like, that's Christmas, I get it. This is not really that.
Like Mariah Carey or Britney Spears. They have those songs that are...
So like originally, before I watched the video, I was like, oh, okay, this is just a fucking throwaway Christmas song. And when I listened to it, like, it's a strange-ass video. Strangest dance I've ever seen. But good Glavin, I really like this stuff. I really like this stuff. They
do this weird like beat thing. It's like,
it's so strange, but it's like so cute, and they're like not afraid to just look ridiculous.
It's very Crayon Pop. It is a very Crayon Pop dance. Obviously, very Crayon Pop outfit, and they are riding this. I want to say gimmick. They're riding this style of concept for a really, really long time, and we'll see how far it takes them. For me, I was kind of already sick of it. I didn't want to see them with the helmets and a geeky dance.
But that dance, though!
Just making fun of themselves is nice and all that, but I feel people don't really take them seriously as artists, and there's only so far you can ride a concept or a gimmick or a song until people are just saying, oh yeah, Crayon Pop. That was a really, really annoying song 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm afraid that if their company keeps doing this to them, they're going to be that group. They're not going to have long-standing success, which is sad to me because we know their backstory about promoting in the streets and saying, no, we actually are singers and all that. It just, I mean, all K-pop stars work hard, but when you hear stories exactly, it kind of makes it a little bit sad, right?
Yeah, and I think I mentioned it before, but when Bar 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 got really popular, they were like so happy. They're like, we finally got to move out of our like 2-bedroom apartment that we've been fucking crammed
6 of them in there.
And it's like, dang. But yeah, I actually really, really enjoy this song. I understand what you're saying. Like, if they release one more after this, then I really think they're just, then people are just going to be like, they're just crayon popping, you know?
Yeah, they're just trying to keep it crayon popping.
Yeah, they're just... they got that crayon pop. They need that G-Dragon in there. How awesome would that have been? Fucking crayon, or not crayon, G-Dragon.
There's some weird Crayon Pop crayon remix.
With the dance and everything. I want to see G-Dragon do that fucking lonely Christmas dance. But seriously, like if you saw the Christmas in it and you were kind of just steering away because you're like, oh, it's just Christmas song, like nothing to do with Christmas really. And you said you understand some Korean, and you said they're still making fun of themselves even in the lyrics.
Yeah, they're not really saying Christmas like Koreans say Christmas, because Koreans say Christmas like Kurisumasu, but they're saying like Gurisu, like greasy.
Yeah, you think it's like a pun, but we are not entirely.
It's definitely a play on words, but it's kind of strange. I don't really get it. I'm gonna have to ask my Korean friends what it means, but.
Aren't they dead?
No, not yet. We put them in cryostasis, so...
Oh, we got that now?
F you, man!
Anyway, speaking of Crayon Pop, of course, kind of the big news, I guess, is that this has happened a lot recently, but they have been accused of plagiarism.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. This time, they're saying that they plagiarized the opening theme song for the Japanese anime series Lupin the Third.
And I love Lupin the Third. Honestly, when I heard this song, I didn't notice until we watched this little video that has them back to back.
Yeah.
And it sounds so similar up to a point, but...
it's like the first 15 seconds, maybe.
Yeah, and so the composer defended himself a little bit, and he said he had never heard the theme song before. It's just a similar, genre, bebop, and he goes into saying, the scale degrees are different, and he goes to explain if people understand music, you can go look that up yourself. I don't want to.
He gets a
lecture
little
about it.
artsy, like specific with it.
Yeah.
It's a little defensive sounding, but I don't know. So you think it sounds very similar? I think it sounds very, very similar.
Yeah, it definitely sounds very similar. I can see why there are accusations, and I mean, you just kind of have to take people at their word sometimes, because what are you going to say? Like, okay, we're going to sue you, and then somebody else is going to decide, basically.
Yeah.
So,
but regardless of that, I mean, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Same.
Like Primary, we're like, okay. I mean, your thing sounded just like very similar, but even the composer was like, yo, no, like that's just
it's different enough.
It's different enough, So to kind of like the layman, it might sound really similar, but I mean, obviously he says like the first, seventh, and fourth minor, blah, blah, blah. Like apparently it's different enough. So,
and I'll say this. I said this before, and I'll say it again. If the song is different enough for me to like one version over the other, they are different enough. Even if it's, say, like the Beatles, say, for example, they recorded a lot of different versions of Let It Be, and I feel like those versions are different enough. And you said that you liked Crayon Pop's version better than Lupin the Third intro theme, right?
Yeah, but I've never seen Lupin the Third, and I've never heard that theme song other than the 15 seconds. Yeah. All I know is that the beginning part is not why I like this Crayon Pop song. It's the chorus and the stupid dance.
And people sample songs all the time, so...
Yeah. But also, like, I don't take it too seriously. Like, if they do plagiarize, that sucks, and they should be penalized for that, but that still doesn't take away from my enjoyment of this stupid song.
Very true. But there is also another issue with this song and concept. So they're also, under fire. They're receiving a lot of negativity because their stage outfits are almost identical to this Japanese girl group, Momiro Cloverzy, something like that.
Yeah, it's not their stage outfit. They're saying that on the stage they'll use a different outfit, but it's the one in the MV, the Christmas tree outfit.
Yeah.
But of course their entertainment company is like, yo, that's just Christmas tree. Like, Christmas trees look like Christmas trees. Like
that's a Christmas tree.
What are we gonna do? Put it upside down? Like, it's green? Like, what are we gonna do?
It's got ornaments on it. What you want?
Yeah.
It's got a star on top. What?
Which is kind of true, but looking at like the comparisons, I mean, I think they're different enough personally. Like, yo, it's a Christmas tree. Like,
okay.
Can't do much.
For one, they have that kind of ugly Christmas, top thing, and that is just a Christmas kind of ugly outfit.
It's just Christmas.
It's like, oh, they're wearing ugly Christmas sweaters. We wore ugly Christmas sweaters. They're copying us. Yeah. No, that doesn't make any sense.
It's like, yeah, they look similar, but like, what are you gonna? Christmas outfits, a fucking tree. But I did see other things, which is that they've been compared to this Japanese group, Momiro Cloverzy, a lot. And so when you're looking at some of their other outfits in the past, like the bar outfits, the jumpsuit outfits from before, and even some other things that they've worn, like, it's more than, I think, a coincidence sometimes. Like, once, twice, okay, but 3 or 4 times, a little... Some of the comparisons are flimsier than others, but let's just say that if it was just the Christmas outfits, I don't think it'd be a big deal.
Yeah.
But it was like a reoccurring thing, so that's why it's become a bigger deal than it should have. Because if it was just Christmas outfits, it's like, shut the fuck up.
You see, for me, I don't think that is an issue. Even I've seen the older pictures of them being compared and their stage, outfits being... Like, let's be real. They're wearing tracksuits. Okay. People wear tracksuits.
Yeah, they're saying their inspiration was DJ Doc, which they have repeatedly said to look up to, and they wear tracksuits.
Yeah, and it's the same with the bar concept.
It's like they all wear different colors. Who would have thought?
Like different colors. Whoa! Like, okay.
Yeah. Like, I just watched an Apink video where everyone wore a different colored jersey. It's like people do that.
Yeah.
But it is weird, though. It's like, the song got hit with plagiarism and the outfits got hit with plagiarism. It's like, what next? Like,
You actually stole one of our members. Like, come on.
Yo, that girl.
That girl used to be Momuro Clover Z.
She was fucking Japanese. You didn't know? But anyway, that's Crayon Pop. I will say I still really like this song. I'm going to listen to it a lot more. I'm probably going to download it and just sit in the middle of a bus and just be like, bam, 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 bam. Nah, 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 nah.
I'm probably not going to listen to it ever again. Unless I hear it on the street.
Which we probably will a lot.
And speaking of listening to songs on the street.
Yeah, so the next news is going to be that Olleh Music, Olleh being one of the big-ass Korean companies, they do internet, they do phone, they do a lot of stuff. They released their annual chart of accumulated download and streaming music from January 1st to November 28th.
So basically 11 months, for the past 11 months.
Yeah. And the reason I want to talk about this, we've done a lot of kind of countdown things, is that they always seem to not really match up with what we hear on the streets, what we hear living in Korea. But
or what we have noticed.
Yeah, what we've noticed. But this list matches way, way, way
almost more. Exactly like. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So number one, of course, is the song. I actually thought it would be number 2, but it is Apink with their song, No, No, No. Yeah. You didn't sing with me, bro.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to sing.
Can you hear me? Is your hearing okay?
Huh?
But anyways, Apink, No, No, No. And number 2 is EXO with Growl. And those two songs, since we've come here 3 months ago, I've heard the most. The most like crazy. I would have thought Growl would be first, actually. I hear Growl a little bit more than No, No, No. But
I mean, there are also some things that we think would be higher on this list. 10th is Crayon Pop's Bar Bar Bar, which, I mean, we hear that all the time. A lot of our friends hear that all the time. Yeah. And
although my kids are totally sick of that song.
I think everybody is sick of that song, unless you're not living in Korea and you're just hearing about it now. And I'm surprised that not more Zion T is on this list, because we hear a lot of Zion T walking on the streets. But there is, Primary and Choiza featuring Zion T with question mark, which is 6th on this list.
Right. So let's go in order.
Yeah. Let's go
Number 3, Lee Sung-chul with his song My Love, which is very, very popular song.
Super popular.
Really awesome music video. It's the one where, if I'm not mistaken, where the dude like proposes. Yeah. And it's like all shot in one shot, which I love.
It doesn't make any sense though, because this song is about breaking up. Why would you propose to a breakup song? That is stupid.
Is it a song about breakup?
It is a song about breaking up.
I never would have thought, because I watched that video and it's like, it's so sweet. But we really like the song. We have a friend who always sings this song. It's like a couple song for them, I guess. They sing it at Norabang all the time.
It's so strange that she sings it in front of her boyfriend. I don't know. Amy,
what are you gonna do?
What's up, Amy?
Amy don't watch this. Okay, calm down. Let's not bust all our info out. Number 4 is I don't know how to say Baechigi. Baechigi. Featuring Ailey, Shower of Tears. Now,
Shower.
This song was huge. I haven't heard it since we got here, because I think it was way earlier in the year, back when me and Kelvin first started this podcast. But like, this song was gangbusters here. Shower of Tears.
Gangbusters.
Yeah. Number 5, Geeks and Soyu, Officially Missing You 2. Also gangbusters here. You sing the song, or I guess not this version, but the original version.
Yeah, the Geeks version.
Number 6, you said, right?
Primary featuring Choiza and Zion T, question mark. And all of these songs my students know.
Yeah.
All of these songs my students
Same with mine.
Yeah. 7th, Hugak with Young Sung-woo, Monodrama. I wasn't a big fan of the song. I don't think you were a big fan of the song either, but we can't deny that it was huge.
Yeah, it still amazes me how big that song was at the time.
Number 8, My Girls Generation, I Got a Boy. We weren't here for that, but obviously anything that SNSD
released on
releases,
January 1st.
Anything that SNSD releases is going to be played.
Balls deep.
It's going to be played a lot if it's Korean release.
Which, by the way, was the very first song we talked about on the podcast, I think. I know that wasn't with you, but still.
Why you keep gotta bring up the past, man?
Because that's all I.
It's all I got to do.
All downhill for me.
My kids don't call me no more. They don't bring the grandkids around. TV.
I don't remember the names. Number 9 is Bumkey featuring Esen's Bad Girl, which is, I think, the newest song on this list, I think. And number 10, of course, was Crayon Pop's Bar Bar Bar. But hopefully this should show you that, like, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these songs are rap songs with a girl singer in it. And then kind of going 11 through 20, are there any ones that Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe, number 14? All right.
That's kind of weird.
That's kind of weird. More than 4 minutes? What's your name? Huh.
That song was played to death. So
Yeah.
Also, Yoon Mure's Touch Love and Sonny, Story of Someone. Those are all lower than...
Although I'm actually surprised how high Sonny's Story of Someone I Know. Although I hear that song a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot. Number 12, Sistar Gone Not Around Any Longer. Sistar, their stock rose so much this year. Really happy about that. Ailey, You and I, number 19. That song is played to death here. Yeah. All the time. I really like that song. Let's see, is there anything else? 21 through 30. Sistar Give It To Me. 21. Let's see. Davichi. Davici's huge here. We've mentioned it before.
I just don't understand it. So they are a ballad group, but they are... Gidonkulous.
Yeah. Number 23, Yosa featuring Junhyun, Caffeine.
Yeah.
Also kind of a really good song.
25, G-Dragon Crooked.
That is probably the first one that's like straight up like only because he's G-Dragon.
Yeah.
We got 4 men on here. Baekji Young, Dynamic Duo. We're at Bam.
Bam, bam.
Act On Musician, number 29. 30, Verbal Jin featuring Kang Min Hee. Good start. Fucking love that song.
Bubba Jinta?
That was my favorite fucking song from quarter of 1. But like you look at this list and it's like it's not filled with K-pop stars, right? Most of these people are like ballads / like hip hop,
R&B, hip hop, or I mean they're singing songs that aren't your normal K-pop songs.
Yeah, like internationally, if you look through some of these songs, like I don't think they get that many views. When of course G-Dragon song or any other FX song or whatever is like gangbusters.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of those videos is more than 20 of these combined internationally.
Yeah.
But seriously, you should take a look at this list because this is way better representation of what the general Korean audience likes.
It's very interesting. Yeah. You definitely can see the artists and groups that are on the rise. Obviously, Apink is, in my opinion, the next girls' generation.
Right.
And EXO is just.
It's just bam.
Pew 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 pew.
And of course, hip hop is also getting up there. Very excited about that. I love me some hip hop. But yeah, let's talk about the last news story. We're gonna try to keep it short today. It's not that short though. This is actually really big news.
Because we ramble.
We ramble. I mean, you old.
Back in my day, young whippersnappers like you would respect me.
Yo, fuck you, Gramps. Fuck you in the cane. Last story.
So, our last story is SM Entertainment. They're doing this weird thing, in my opinion. They are showcasing their trainees. They're calling it SMRookies.
Right.
Pre-debut team. And it is them showing pictures or little snippets of songs or acting to kind of showcase and draw attention to potential debut trainees that will be in either future SM groups or solo or maybe in other companies. We don't know. But some of these people that they're releasing are quite young. There's a 13-year-old in there. He's really young. But I think this is really, really strange. One, the reason being, you don't know if these people will really debut or not. And two, it puts a lot of kind of unnecessary pressure on them to, more so than you would think, to debut because, hey, we've put you in SMRookies, so you better not let us down.
Don't fuck up.
Or the public will know about it too. And it just seems like a lot on a 13-year-old's plate for me personally to think about. And I don't really like it because it really just seems kind of like a publicity stunt, trying to cash in before they even debut these trainees. So I'm not a huge fan of this, but what do you think?
I'm Pretty much the opposite. I think it's exactly what you said it is, which is it's a cash-in. Like, that's the point. The point is to gauge public interest before they formally debut them, which is a good thing because all the other companies are doing that. Like, YG's doing that. They had their win versus a Team A, Team B thing.
They made a shot out of it, yeah.
And they made a fucking reality show about it just to gauge interest and to get hype up.
Mm-hmm.
This is just SM's, I think, response to that, which is we got a lot of rookies. These are the ones that made it, to as close as we can before debuting them. Here's gauge their looks, gauge their singing a little bit. I actually thought they were going to come out with something like a song or something. I didn't think it was just random clips. I know right now they're kind of just introducing them, but I guess I thought they would actually do something like a song. But he did say that this is just it's a flexible group. Like, people will, as they debut, they'll leave, and other trainees might come in. It could be big, it could be small. Kind of just depends. And so far, they've released 3 people. You've talked about the dude who's 13 years old.
Yeah.
And all they released is a picture. It's really cute.
He's a cute kid, yeah.
Yeah, there's another dude who's 18. Looks pretty damn handsome.
Yeah, he's pretty handsome as well.
Just a picture, though. But they decided to focus on the girl, at least for now. The girl, Sulgi. Sulgi. She's 19. And there's a couple clips of her, smiling and acting cute, and then one of her singing
pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
And, Sugi was actually mentioned in some other radio broadcast or show broadcast by some FX members and Kyuhyun from Super Junior, Suju. So, obviously, she's probably going to debut pretty soon.
Mm.
But in my mind, it must really suck to be put in this team and not debut or just stay on this team for,
Yeah, but I kind of think the other way. It's like, there are plenty of people that don't debut. Like, they'll work for 6 years, they won't
7
debut.
years, 8 years, Joe Kwan's.
Yeah. So it's like, if they don't end up debuting, at least they get their time to shine now. And maybe, judging by what they show here, that's good ammunition for, okay, SM rejected us, maybe we go to YG, maybe we can go to JYP, maybe we go to Lowen or whatever.
Where else?
Maybe we can join the next beast, right? Because they were just a bunch of people that got rejected, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a little manipulative, which it is. That's the point. But I just think it's their response to what YG's doing. Because he also was saying for his girl group, he would start releasing them one at a time or 2 at a time, supposedly, and gauge public interest on whether or not people want to see them in the final girl group.
Yeah.
And
this is just nothing new. I just don't like seeing the K-pop machine inner workings, kind of. Okay, now we're showing how mechanical it is. So YG has their own show to, kind of showcase their trainees. JYP has their own way. We need to step up to the table and come up with our own thing.
Yeah.
And, who cares about these trainees? They are ours to do with what we want to do with them. And it could be good, like what you said. Maybe they will perform very well, and some other group or some other company will come and snatch them up. That's happened a lot in the past. Just looking at, say Hyuna. Hyuna was originally from Wonder Girls, right? And she had left because of health reasons, I think. Or who knows? Or who knows? But
we all know it's because she's too damn sexy for the Wonder Girls. Even at fucking 14, it was like, what's that girl doing? All the other girls acting cute and kind of innocent. What that girl shaking that ass?
What's that girl in the corner doing?
Yo, she got health problems, quote unquote.
Back problems.
She got her chest had problems, just kept popping.
Pop.
Bubble popping. But I kind of get what you're saying, it's a little show on your hand, But, if I was if I was training to debut, with this opportunity, I can get my name out there faster, which is not always bad.
Very true. If I was a trainee under any of these companies and I had any sort of leverage to put myself to get one step closer to debuting, I would claw my way any way I can into that group or show or team, whatever they want to call it. I'm going to fight for it if I was a trainee.
So that's it for the news. Before we move on to the last 3 music videos, I want to thank, of course, everybody that listens to this podcast. On iTunes, we recently hit a grand total of 10,000 downloads.
Wow.
Took us 11 months, but you know what? I don't care. I'm really, 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 really happy about that. Really thankful for everybody who keeps listening to our podcast. Even though Josh hasn't been here for too long, he's pretty excited about that.
So excited. I mean, I might not have the same emotional investment, but I'm starting to feel kind of, we're hitting small landmarks here and there, and it feels great that, we can talk to you and just talk amongst ourselves about an interest we all share. So it's great that you guys appreciate what we do, or maybe not. I mean, you're just downloading. We don't know. But
just download it to fucking move it to a recycle bin. Like, I got those motherfuckers.
They think they're downloading some other podcast. Oh shit! I downloaded these guys again.
Damn it!
Damn it!
I'm gonna leave an angry iTunes review.
Trash bin.
But seriously, like, really, 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 really happy about that. I look forward to what the next year will bring, and of course, we also want to thank everybody on YouTube. Me and Kelvin kind of just were like, why not, right? We were just like, why not just record it and push it on YouTube? And so we went from 270 subscribers last week to 307 this week.
That baffles me.
And it's crazy because we didn't really release much.
Too much since what? When did we release last?
We released the Hyorin reaction videos the day of, and that was it.
That was a long time ago. We haven't done anything for a few days.
Yeah, that was a whole week ago. And you know what? I'm really, 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 really thankful. I do want to take this time, though, to be like, hey, last week we recorded something. It's called Thisweekinkpop in Korea.
Thisweekinkpop in Korea.
And we kind of just talk about, the first thing we talked about, what is a Korean nightclub or what is a Korean booking club? I think it's really interesting. I didn't know anything about it before I got here. So please check that out on YouTube. It's about 20 minutes. It would make me super happy because we want to do more. And we probably will do more. So look forward to that. If
you like it, let us know. If you want us to talk about certain things, let us know.
Yeah.
We are in Korea. We have a whole bunch of experiences. And if you want to know what they're like, then ask questions, leave us comments, anything. We love responding to comments.
Yeah, there was a point where I kind of just stopped checking things. But, since coming here and starting again with Josh, I'm checking Facebook a lot more now. So if you like us on Facebook, you can talk to us there. And I'm checking Twitter finally again. So please, 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 at Thisweekinkpop, find me. I will talk to you. I need friends. All right, so let's talk about the 5th music video this week, and that is by a new group called Pro.C with their song Problem Child. Now, Pro.C are 2 rappers that are going to be in a boy group in the J-Tune Camp banner. And so they do this thing, which is really cool. I think it's cool, sorry.
It's a very cool effect, yeah.
Is that they don't show their faces in the music video. So all you see is, I guess, their bodies, and you hear their voice, and you hear their music.
And they have very creative ways of masking their face rather than just,
like a mask or something.
A mask or just, darkness or just blur. They do a really creative job with it. So, I liked the song. I liked the video. It wasn't spectacular, the video, but it was nicely shot. I liked a lot of the concepts.
And it's featuring K-Will. I forgot to mention that.
And I love K-Will.
He loves K-Will. I think K-Will works really well, with this kind of rap atmosphere. But, I actually, this song, M.I.B, Crayon Pop, and this song were, pretty close to me. Actually...
Same for me. Yeah.
I want to listen to this song again. I'm definitely going to download the song. But I think more interesting for me is that how ballsy it is in this era to be like, yo, you don't need to see their faces, right? This is about music. Ain't this shit about music? So they're just like, you don't need to see them.
This was one of the 2 songs that I was. If I had to pick this week, this is one of the 2 songs with M.I.B's "Worry About Yourself." These 2 songs are fantastic. I really like that the music video didn't really focus on a lot of the flash and a lot of the swag that comes with hip hop and hip hop.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the time, even if they are wearing things, they're just silhouettes basically.
Yeah.
And I really liked that for once. It was refreshing because I think in the States we focus more on, the music. We don't really like, I guess, music videos in general. We will watch them, but I feel Korean music videos have a lot more weight with songs compared to the West.
There's a lot more close-ups of idols' faces in K-pop videos.
Yeah. So I feel K-pop music videos are essential to the song or concept or album. As for Western music, they could release a single and it could just murder on the charts, and then 2 or 3 months later they'll release a music video, right? So when I see this kind of style, just focusing on the song in K-pop, it's refreshing. It's refreshing to hear, to see,
Because we were listening to this like 2013 mashup of all these songs, and I was talking about how I've heard of most of these songs, but I've only seen like maybe 2 or 3 of these music videos in 60 songs. Because, I mean, they have a lot of views on YouTube. But I think comparatively to how much I've heard those songs, it's really not that much. But seriously, Pro C, I think this is just like a one-time deal, and then they're gonna, I guess, debut in a group. I don't know. But I am looking more forward to this group now.
Yeah. We don't know if they're going to be a hip-hop duo, if they're going to be the rappers for a boy group, or what they're really planning, but this was, in my opinion, a very nice, a little bit subtle way of saying, hey, do you like these guys? Do you like these, future debutees?
Yeah, like, speaking of like SM kind of pre-debut, I mean, this is that, right?
This is that, but I feel this is done in a little bit more of a...
This is how it should be.
I feel this is a little bit more subtle and a little bit more kind of, okay, so let's see what these boys can do.
Yeah.
Rather than we're putting a team together, look at these pictures. But SM is kind of known for that, to kind of pick handsome or beautiful people and train them.
Yeah, SM wins because they are good at making idols.
Yeah.
And the SMRookies thing is literally like, look at these cute motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And the song, I mean, whatever, like,
they can sing too.
They can probably sing, they can probably dance, but it's really cool that they're like the opposite. They're like, it's about
the opposite way. Yeah. They said, listen to these guys sing. Do you like the way they sing? Okay, later on we'll show you what they look like.
Yeah.
Rather than here's 2 pictures, and maybe later we'll show you a 15-minute clip of them feeding you cake.
Yeah.
And then follow that by a 10-15 second clip of a Christmas Carol.
And of course, the sad thing is that Christmas Carol 30-second clip is going to get 20 times the amount of views as this Pro C video. But that's just kind of, that's just how the international crowd is. They really love that SM.
Yeah.
So,
next song is Dickpunks' Goodbye Girlfriend. And it literally, the Korean name is 안녕 여자친구, which is Goodbye girlfriend. Yeah.
So, good job, Dickpunks.
You know your English.
You know your English. Obviously from your name, because
Dickpunks.
Yeah.
You're getting away with something,
I'm still surprised this name. Like, we've talked about Dickpunks before, me and Kelvin did, with their last video, which I can't remember the name, but I think it was called Sunglasses.
Sunglasses, yes.
Yeah,
Sunglasses.
And it was like almost a one-shot kind of shot backwards video, which is really
it was
cool.
a reverse shot video, yeah.
So I was like, Dickpunks, all right. Like, they're a band. They actually were really cool because their main, instead of having a main guitarist, they have a piano player.
Yeah.
And so I was like looking forward to them. Now this song, Goodbye Girlfriend, is totally different than their last song.
So different.
Like, I wouldn't even have put them together other than Dickpunks is a relatively memorable name. But actually, this song is pretty darn good.
It is.
It's a ballady song.
And it's very surprising. People will say that you don't like ballads, but you like this song.
I don't like... You're right. I think I've said it before. I like ballads with like a beat sometimes. And I think this is not quite there, but it is a little... It's not just like a drum OST ballad. Like, there's a little bit more in there that I kind of enjoy. It's not like top for me this week, not... It's weird to say it's not an MIB, it's not a Pro C, as those are like nobody
kind of
knows.
unknowns.
Yeah, unknowns. But I did really enjoy the song, and I really enjoyed the music video. It's not shot in one take, but it's kind of almost one take of like 4 dudes walking through this apartment and kind of doing things, and it's like have this cool like slow motion every couple of seconds, and I thought it's not bad.
It was directed and edited very beautifully, in my opinion. The concept itself was very simple. It was just them, knocking a few things over on their way to their instrument, whether it be keyboard, drums, guitar, what have you. But
it worked.
It kept me entertained. I thought it was really, really cool. And the song itself is not my favorite type of ballad song, but when I was listening to it and watching the video, I liked it. I really liked it. But it's not a song that I will, listen to on a rainy day when I want to listen to a ballad. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm craving for a ballad, this song isn't what I'm going to be listening to.
Yeah, I may never listen to this song again, but, if you do like watching music videos, this is a perfect example of, I think, the music video making the song better. Not great, but better, because I think the music video really was the personification of the song. Like, it was slow-paced, a little angry and angsty, but not like crazy drama angsty, or real, I've done some of that shit where I'm like pissed and I just throw something. I've done that before in my life.
I'm not proud of it.
Not proud. And of course, even when all the band comes together, it happens at a really nice, specific point in the song, and I think it actually all just kind of flows together pretty well. So let's talk about the last release, which should have been the biggest release of this week.
We should have done a reaction video for this.
We should have done a reaction video, but, we busy. And we know exactly what we would have said even before we started this.
We're busy.
I'm sorry, but we are going to talk about T-ara with their song, Do You Know Me? Now. There's only one reason we're talking about this song, and that is because...
It's T-ara. That's why.
No. Well, not for me. I've told Josh I only want to talk about this song because I've never heard Josh be negative about a song on the podcast.
Oh.
You think he's all nice and shit, but you don't know Josh.
I hate this song. I hate this music video, too. It's horrible. I hate the concept. I hate the music video. The song isn't... I wouldn't say it's like the worst song in the world, but it's very T-ara, and it's not a good T-ara song.
I will agree. I actually like number 9 a lot more than you did.
Oh.
I'm not going to say I liked it a lot. I just said I liked it more than you did. I don't think the number 9 song is as generic T-ara as this one is. I actually think that it was a little bit better. I will say this song is nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. Usually I can at least count on a T-ara song having a decently catchy chorus.
Catchy chorus
Didn't have one.
Or a little bit of catchy melody or a catchy dance.
Catchy something.
There's something catchy in T-ara songs all the time. Whether there be that little like doop 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 like in number 9 or like
or every song that they have. Or a beboop or a bebop, whatever. Like at least something.
Like a boop beep boop kind of robot-y sound, electronic, T-ara-ish noise. But this song gave us nothing to work with.
Zero. Now, we only watched... There are 2 versions of this. There's like a 2013 version, and there's a 1997 version.
And they
confusing
me with that. They're confusing me with that. I don't even understand what that means anymore.
I don't know. All I know is the dance, I don't know. The music video, I don't know. The outfits?
Worst part of this whole thing is their outfits. They're wearing like a shag carpet with a shag carpet like sweater.
With fucking bling on it.
Like... I was saying, Eunjung was wearing this one blouse that looked, when you go to theme parks and there's a pile of like gems, quote unquote gems that you can put in a pouch and take home that kind of fool your kids thinking that they're real jewelry. She had a blouse made of that. What are you thinking?
Like she bedazzled her blouse pretty much. But seriously, really just not good. And, I don't even have any bias. Like, a lot of people have crazy T-ara biases since they're the bullying and all that stuff. Like, I ain't even talking about that shit. Like, what? It's like they're behind. Like, they haven't caught up.
In our defense, when number 9 came out and Because of You, or I don't know what their second title track was called. I only remember the Korean version, and that's kind of fuzzy itself. But those 2 songs, I was actually happy that they weren't very... I don't know. I don't want to say very horrible, because you kind of were expecting them to be a little bit horrible, but they were decently good, and I was happy that they could bounce back after the whole bullying thing. And then they released this song, and I'm like, why? No. If they had released this song after the bullying, it definitely would have been done. Would have been done.
I think you're already done with T-ara like 8 years ago, bro.
After B.A.P, man, this is done.
Like this is some G-Dragon level bias for me. Like this is your equivalent of that shit, which is literally like, G-Dragon's being G-Dragon, fuck that bitch, and you're just like T-ara's being T-ara, fuck those bitches. Like that's what this is.
But the thing is, I actually like a few T-ara members. I like Hyomin. I like Eunjin.
I like G-Dragon songs, some of them, like a little bit. Who You? Not bad. That XX? Pretty damn good. Black, I'm okay with. The other shit, nah.
Yeah, T-ara though. Come on.
Yeah, not good. I thought when they did TRM4, I was like, ugh, but
even that song, like Jeonwon Diary, even that song is better than this song.
It is. It was. That's sad, but it happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah. But you know what? Whatever. They bleed in members. You know, what are you going to do?
I don't even know how many people are in T-ara right now.
I don't know.
6?
I don't know.
7?
All right.
Weren't they supposed to add new people?
Yeah, this was that young girl. I don't know if she's in there yet.
I don't know.
So yeah. All right. So T-ara haters, remember, we're on Facebook. We got some emails. Look us up. That's it for episode number 36. Once again, we want to thank everybody who reaches the end. I know it's not that many people.
Not many at all, actually.
Yeah. But seriously, thank you, everybody. And we will continue this next week.